Hello and welcome to Bar 20 Arms. Part 2 of our safety videos, revolvers. Many types of revolvers, single action, double action, snub nose, long barrel, there's all kinds. Standard procedure, safely loading and unloading a revolver is simple, and it is the same for all revolvers. No matter the model, no matter the type, the basic function is the same. So this specific revolver is a Super Black Hawk 44 Magnum. So my function is to open the trap door, rotate the cylinder, it's clear. This weapon is now safe to carry in many different forms. Put it in a box, bag, put it in the car, take it to the range, what have you. Now you're at the range, you're ready to load. Point it in a safe direction, down and away from yourself and others. Open the trap door. Insert a round in the first chamber, second chamber, third chamber, fourth chamber, fifth chamber, sixth chamber. Drop the trap door, lock the cylinder. Now this weapon is considered to be loaded at this point. However, it is not chambered like an automatic is. Although you have all rounds in your chambers, because it has 6 chambers, so it is now loaded, but it is not going to discharge. Because of the safety mechanisms in place in this modern firearm, it will not discharge. Even if you hit the hammer, drop it, it should, by all means, not fire. Now, when this weapon has the hammer in the rearward position, it is now loaded. It is now ready to fire. And if you touch this trigger, it will go off. If you drop this pistol in this function, it will discharge, most likely harming you or somebody around you. This is a very dangerous place for it to be, unless you are pointing it in the safe direction, i.e. the target in which you intend to shoot. So, if you decide you do not want to fire this round, you simply put your finger or thumb on the hammer, pull the trigger, and lightly let the hammer down. It will not fire the round because it requires force to ignite the primer. The firing pin is actually not resting on the primer at all. There's a safety bar in here that prevents that. So now it is in the safe carry position again. Now if you shoot 3 out of 6 rounds and you decide you want to unload it, it's safe to do so. You would simply point your revolver in a safe direction, open the trap door, use the ejecting rod, rotate the cylinder, eject the rounds. Cowboy movies, you see them doing this. It works. But just make sure if you decide to do it this way, be safe. Point it in a direction where it's not going to be pointing it at your neighbor or your friend or whoever is around you. Visually check each cylinder. We're clear. Drop the plate or the door. Rotate the cylinder, lock it in position as a cleared weapon. Now, I see a lot of people too, they'll go like this and look into the end of the cylinder. Don't do that. That's not a good idea. This is the business end of this firearm. If something were to happen and you didn't pay attention, you had the hammer back. Matter of fact, some revolvers require you to put the pistol in the half-cocked position. The Super Black Hawk don't have a half-cocked position, so I don't have that option. But there is some revolvers that require you to go to a half-cocked position, which is about here, and then you can open the door and load your rounds. So if you got it in a half-cocked position, something happens and it drops. It could discharge. Now all of a sudden you're at the business end of this weapon. Dangerous place to be. Do everything from this end. This is the way it was intended to be loaded and unloaded. Once again, point it in a safe direction. Keep your hand away from the hammer until you intend on cocking it. Visually check each chamber. Drop the door. Safe to move. That is a basic loading, unloading procedure for all revolvers. Every revolver is going to be different by manufacturer, but the idea is the same. Visually check your chambers, double check, make sure you didn't leave one in there accidentally. Maintain good hammer. Don't pull the hammer back until you're ready. Now there is single action, double action revolvers. Single action is where you have to pull the hammer back each round. Double action is where you can either pull the hammer back or you can just pull the trigger and it pulls the hammer back as you pull the trigger. This is a single action. Either way, same difference. You still got to load the cylinder. You still have to make sure each round is loaded and unloaded safely. Thanks for watching Bar 20 Arms. Come back and see you soon.